I order the food,
Okay.
you cook the food,
Real.
and the customer gets the food.
Okay.
We do that for 40 years, and then we die.
You know, when you break it down like that, YouTube is good, yo boys. Today we're finna react to characters you understood when you got older. Let's get to it.
Benson. When Benson used to show up on my screen, I could feel the happiness leaving my soul. I just wanted to reach into the screen and chew on his gumballs for talking crazy to my big bros Mordecai.
Hey, yo, what? Yo, what?
Bigby. Not so much Mordecai, but that's a story for another video. As a kid, Benson was just sucking the life out of every room he ever entered. He was mad when there wasn't even anything to be mad about. You know when your mum comes home after a
You know, we all know a person like that, though. He's always just mad at the world, bro. He has a lot of rage in him, bro. Like, you feel me? We all got a homeboy like that. Look, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But at the same time, let the ball be, bro.
long shift, comes straight upstairs and just starts cussing and screaming like, why the hell ain't these dishes done? Benson felt like a mum in a bad mood. The only time I'd like Benson as a kid was when he'd go crazy with the chicken wings. I used to think he was a villain because he'll be gobbling up them wings the same way I wanted to gobble up his gumballs.
Okay, brother. Let's chill it with the sus jokes, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We got, you feel me? The first one, it was an Ayo, but now it's starting to get to a side look, bro. Like, what you mean by all of this, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Let's lock in.
Pause. My bad, my fault. I meant him gobbling up them chicken wings reminded me of myself because I like to do the same thing. However, come to realize the chicken wings for him
Well, let me chill.
was the Hennessy for us. Benson used to get so faded, he'd wake up and literally not know what planet he was on. And that's why
Yeah, I mean, that's reality for a lot of people, though. That is reality. You know, they'll go all through life working, you know, they're stressed, and the only joy they have is when they're drinking. But you feel me? Drinking is horrible for you too, so it's sad. I ain't gonna lie.
no matter what, I always had at least just a little bit of love for him. But as I've gotten older, I've realized Benson is just tired. Being an adult is hard, and Benson has repeatedly said about how he's just trying to get by. But he's hired 2 workers with the brain power of Jack Grealish and Cole Palmer.
I'm not gonna lie, if I had Mordecai and Rigby on a shift every single day, I would be crashing out too. I'm not gonna lie you.
It's no wonder he's always mad. Instead of a bird and a raccoon, he basically hired 2 vegetables that are basically threatening his livelihood because they refuse to work. You ever gone to your job and had to do somebody else's work? When you're an adult, when other adults behave like children, it can have a rippling effect. Those effects are something that Benson was definitely feeling. He was also raised in a verbally abusive household, and that's where his short temper first began. His best friend got decapitated right in front of him, and he caught the head.
Just remember what I taught you.
Thank you, Master.
I'll see you in the finals.
My neck!
He got
How is this a kid cartoon, bro? We just see somebody get decapitated, bro. What are we talking about? How is this a kid's cartoon?
kicked out of a national band and replaced by AI before it was even cool, lost a national game show and got trolled IRL for years after it happened, and he lost all of his hair out of pure embarrassment. Can you blame Benson for losing ambition in life? I'm smiling, but this is actually really sad. I could do a whole character analysis on Benson, but I've got to move on to Squidward. Squidward may be
I say this all the time. Squidward is just a regular guy. Squidward is a regular guy. Look, as a kid, we all hated him because he was negative. We thought everybody was supposed to be happy all the time. As we've grown up, we kind of just see Squidward's perspective on things, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to work with SpongeBob and Patrick and work for a boss or owner or whatever you want to call him, that tried to scam me out of every single penny I made, I would be miserable too. And the only thing he enjoys in life is playing his clarinet at home, bro. And people try to mess that up too. Like, let Squidward live, bro. I be feeling bad for my dog.
Be a depressed, pessimistic, no talent having Scrooge. Though there's nothing wrong with that. All he wants to be is left alone, out of the way, and relaxed. I want to be relaxed too. But he lives on the worst street in Bikini Bottom for this, because one of his neighbors is the annoying orange reincarnate. And Patrick, I think he's just a nice guy who was dropped in his head as
I'm not finna lie. This
orange reincarnate. And Patrick,
I'm not finna lie, till this day, I don't know why he took the flick. I don't know why. I don't know where he got this inspiration for this fit. It was not it, bro. He should have put it back in the closet.
I think he's just a nice guy who was dropped in his head as a kid repeatedly, and then started taking the same stuff they had Demi Lovato and Miley Cyrus on.
Okay, Cordell, let's blur this out. We want to get monetized. This is a kid friendly channel.
The only way
at least.
Squidward is getting some peace is if they let Murderer go through with his plan. But here's why I understand and why I personally relate to Squidward, because he understands that he's just another guy. He doesn't need a lot, just the basics and his saxophone. He has his own ideas of fun and just tries to remain sane. I can't lie, that's really all we can do. And he showed this mentality when he said,
In case you've forgotten, here's how things work. I order the food,
Okay.
you cook the food,
Real.
and the customer gets the food.
Okay.
We do that for 40 years, and then we die. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
not gonna lie, Squidward
You know, when you break it down like that, jobs are so meaningless. That's so sad. Like, a lot of people live that type of life. They only work at McDonald's. They only work at the Krusty Krab. They only work at Wendy's, whatever you want to call it. Or they work a factory job their whole life and then make the product for the customers. Then they die. Sad. I'm not finna lie.
But you're an able-bodied, slightly young man with no kids, no family to support, and plenty of time. So you wanting to work as a McDonald's cashier, not even trying to become the manager for the rest of your life, is a crazy lack of ambition. But that's just Squidward. He's all about the
And that's a lot of people too. A lot of people just lack ambition. They just want to chill.
simple things. Since you're still here, I know you like the video. So like the video and let me know in the comment section down below who I've missed and what characters you resonate with as you've gotten older. I reply to every comment, so don't feel shy. I will meet you down there. But make sure you leave a like. Rest in peace to James Avery, and thank you for this goat of a character who became a father. Rest in subscribed. We're aiming for 10k by the end of the year and we're gonna smash it, so let's go. Uncle Phil. Rest in peace to James Avery, and thank you for this goat of a character who became a father.
Did anybody actually hate Uncle Phil though? I liked him. I thought he was a cool guy. I'm not finna lie. He just seems like a regular black dad.
For the fatherless children in the real world. Uncle
R.I.P.
Phil
though,
gotta be
sure.
up there with the Phil from Modern Family, Richard from Amazing World of Gumball, Lamine Yamal's dad, and I Show Speed's father when it comes to good dads. As a kid, I'd sit down
Buddy, you forgot LeVar Ball. Don't ever forget him again. I'm not finna lie. The go to dads.
and wonder if he was mad every day because of the fact that he was bored, or was he bored because he was mad every day? I've noticed bored people are usually really happy or really sad, no in between. As a kid, I thought Uncle Phil was different. I didn't understand him because he wasn't cool, funny, outgoing and boisterous like what we were used to seeing. No, he was built like the number 0. He was an active buzzkill and never seemed to want to leave the house to do anything fun. And in my life, I'd never seen anything more sassy than his daughter Carlton, so I judged him a bit for that as well. But now I'm older, I
She said daughter Carlton.
realized that he wasn't just a good person, but an incredible father. Phil worked harder than anybody and became a well-paid lawyer with children and a loving wife in a big house, and
That's
took on
so
the
true.
buzzkill role just to keep his family safe. And
And I feel like a lot of people, something a lot of people don't say about Uncle Phil, bro, he managed all of it so well. He did all of that and still taught Carlton and was a father to both of them, bro. That's not an easy feat.
him having the same build and trim as Gideon just goes to show that he's eating his oats for real. He's got
All right, brother. Okay, we don't need to see the oats in person.
money for a good diet. And on top of being a providing father, with the introduction of Will, despite his hard-headedness, he managed to become an emotionally present father.
Very.
How come you don't want me, man?
One of the most powerful scenes, period in television, executed perfectly.
You guys know I'm not no activist or anything close to that, but you also know that I'm always going to keep it real. James Avery was showing his struggling people what it means to not just be a dad, but a father. This character is such a good example of characters you begin to understand once you got
He
an
said dad. He said not a dad, but a father.
older. And once again, thank you James Avery for such an impactful message. May he rest in peace. Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, you might miss on this one. How, like, what? What are we talking about, Dr. Doofenshmirtz,
An
bro?
incredibly fitting name
Can't
because this
even
guy
pronounce
was
his
just a
name.
doofus. If a zebra walked into your kitchen but it was wearing an afro like your mother's, you wouldn't say, "Oh hey mother," you'd say, "Oh shit, a zebra." Doofenshmirtz will take period platypus out on a date before he removes his wig, and then he realizes that it's his #1 op. The Doctor's evil plans were to take over the tri-state area, but to try and fail at something over 100 times, just put the fries in the bag, bro. You never really wanted it. I realize now that he was only evil as a pastime, because he's really just a good guy. He doesn't even beef his baby mum, and that's the standard now, so good on him.
He doesn't even beat his baby mother is a standard? What are we talking about? What? That's a requirement. You're not supposed to beat, touch, or anything with it. Like, what are we talking about? How's that
Uncle Phil was a Ronaldinho, but Dr. Doofenshmirtz is a Cristiano, a Michael Jordan.
Okay, did you have to put the shirtless
Phil was
pic?
a Ronaldinho, but Dr. Doofenshmirtz is a
Did we have to use the shirtless pic, bro? I think we can understand the aura.
Cristiano, a Michael Jordan, a remedy, like and subscribe, a goat of all fathers. He was the father of fathers. He dedicates a lot of himself to his daughter.
That is
Puts
true.
aside his evil plans for her and makes sure that she has a better childhood.
But the reason why he did that, like he was going to say, he wants to guarantee and make sure his daughter never will have a childhood like he did. And that's very respectable. I can actually see what you mean. You feel me? When you say characters you'll understand when you're older, I can kind of see what you mean. Because I'm not finna lie, that's a very good take.
And better birthdays than he had when he was a kid. He was a villain in my younger eyes, but he is a hero in these ones. And that will be the end of characters you understand once you gotten older. Yo, this video was real. I can't lie, I enjoyed it.
For sure. Let me tell y'all one character I know that I understand. Now that I'm older that you may not. Uncle Ruckus not playing. I'm not finna lie. I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this. Plankton. I fully understand Plankton. Reason why, I've been in situations where I've been number 2 a lot of my life, all right? Whether it was football, basketball, sports, academics, I've been number 2 in my life a long time. And I've tried, it's been times where I've tried every single thing I can possibly do to be number 1, but I can't be better than that one person. And it's frustrating, bro. You just want to steal or find the secret to the reason why everybody loves that one person and they don't love you more. But something that you got to realize is sometimes, bro, you weren't made to be better than that person, bro. And honestly, game is game, bro. If you focus on being the best person you can be in your category, you can be legendary in your own lane. But if you're trying to be somebody else, you will never be that person because they have their God-given ability and you have yours. But yours isn't theirs. So if you try to make yours theirs, it will never work because it just doesn't feel natural. But I do understand where Plankton is coming from to an extent. A lot, actually. All right. And maybe Uncle Ruckus too. I ain't gonna lie. Black power, white power, white power.